What's going on, super friends? I'm Brad, the DC Universe Geek, and welcome to my channel. The channel where it's all DC, all the time. And today, I'd like to talk about the Justice League Blu-ray. That magical time has come and it's finally been released. Here's the front, and here's the back. I didn't buy the 4K, I just brought the Blu-ray because I don't have a TV that can do 4K, so Blu-ray it is. Now, having the movie on Blu-ray, there's definitely some bonuses than compared to when you see it in the theater. So I want to get into that, just the quality of it alone, and then also a little bit of what the special features are like without ruining it for people. So the special features, there's enough of them there that you feel like, all right, I'm not getting like 2 or 3 hours worth of special features like we've gotten in some DVDs, like Superman Returns was just chocked full of special features, but there's enough here that you can go, all right, this is substantial enough. It actually means buying the Blu-ray isn't just getting the movie, but I get enough extra features that it's justified. You get some character stuff, you get some costuming stuff, and then you also get those Return of Superman scenes that ended up leaking online as well. Now, as for those extra Return of Superman scenes, they're not actually in the movie. And I know that I was hoping that they would be inserted into the fabric of the actual film itself, and they weren't. There's still a side dish. There's still an extra. There's still a bonus in the bonus features. And maybe that's because the scenes as they were filmed in their entirety wouldn't work with the overall reshot Justice League. Maybe they didn't match the story completely, but they still wanted to give us something. But there's nothing extra there. What we saw online is what is on the Blu-ray, and they're not in the movie. Which is kind of sad because, for the most part, they would have helped the movie make sense. Superman leaves the farm, he goes to the ship, he retrieves another Superman suit, he takes off, he goes to see Alfred, has that little conversation with Alfred, who then directs them to where the rest of the Justice League are, and he joins the fight. To me, they're really good joining scenes that would have made sense to be in the movie. But like I said, probably what he says to Alfred after in the original Snyder Cut probably doesn't match the current tone and story of the movie as it was released to theaters. So yeah, if you were expecting those extra scenes to be woven into the fabric of the movie, you're going to be disappointed because they're not. Now, with the movie being in HD, you get to see things that you can't actually see when it's on the big screen at the theater, because when the movie is being projected from behind you onto a screen, you can't possibly have the kind of definition that you can from a Blu-ray onto an HD screen. So for example, with Henry Cavill's mouth treatment, his mustache treatment, where they removed it and replaced it with the not so great CGI version of his face, it's really noticeable in some spots. Like, do you remember how much you noticed it when you watched it in the theater and you were like, I noticed that, but I'm not gonna let it pull me out of the movie? The first scene with Superman, where it's a kid filming with his cell phone, it's really noticeable on Blu-ray. Like, it almost looks like it's the mouth from Annoying Orange that has been stuck onto his face. It's that bad. Seriously, it looks like test footage that they did, and then the guys at Warner Brothers were like, yeah, I like that scene, that's good, that's got a lot of weight and it shows the character of Superman, let's put that in the movie. But that's not done, that's just the test. I like it, put it in. But, okay, it's going in the movie. Hey guys, let's doctor up the cell phone footage and make it look really grainy and bad. That way we can hide some of the fact that this ain't done yet. Why didn't they, in between the release of the theater cut and the Blu-ray, why didn't they just go back in, fix the footage, and then add it to the Blu-ray version? Why, for the love of God, didn't they at some point decide to fix that footage? Were they content to be like, Superman's getting laughed at, the first and greatest of all heroes, let's just leave it as is? I don't have all the answers, I just know that I was disappointed to see that they didn't retouch Henry Cavill's top lip and make it better in the time between theater and Blu-ray release, and I think that they probably could have. Another thing about having this video on Blu-ray is that the darks are dark and the lights are light, and that really helps with scenes that are meant to be in shadow, that are meant to convey unsurety and darkness and feeling depressed or sad, and we get that with Cyborg. Cyborg is really unsure. He's really, like, he feels like he's been handed this, like, is this a blessing? I mean, look at me. And his scenes were dark at first. And on the Blu-ray, I really did get a sense of that more than I did than with the theater release. As for the rest, if you've seen the movie, you know what it is. Batman is Batman, Wonder Woman is wonderful, Aquaman, you either love him or you hate him. It's all pretty much the same. It just looks sharper, looks better. All the underwater scenes involving Aquaman and Mera in their confrontation with Steppenwolf look that much better because you can make them look that much better on Blu-ray. All the water effects just look really nice. Wonder Woman's lasso glows that much more. In my opinion, it really is a better viewing experience on Blu-ray than it was initially in the theater. One of the byproducts of it being in HD though is you can see the flaws. And it's not a secret. Everyone knows that Henry Cavill has been fighting this war with his forehead for a little while now, and his hairline does appear to be receding, and when you get close up, there's a close-up shot of Lois and Henry in the cornfield, and his hair does look thinner up the front, even right here, than it previously did when he auditioned for Man of Steel and when he filmed Man of Steel compared to now. It makes me wonder how much hair Superman's going to have on his head for when he films the latter half of the DCEU movies that he's going to be a part of. So the final question here is, should you pick this up on Blu-ray? Is it something that is it justifiable to pay the extra money rather than just, say, renting it again on your Xbox or PlayStation or something like that? Yeah, I think it is justifiable. If you're a DCEU fan, a Justice League fan, if you're somebody who likes to have a hard copy of those movies, this is going to be something you're going to want to pick up because the special features combined with the enhanced viewing experience of Blu-ray definitely make this sort of a viewing experience all on its own. I think that it's justifiable and you probably should pick it up. Anyhow, with that said, I think I've rambled on enough about this Blu-ray and said all that I can say, so I'm going to end it right here. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you liked it, please leave me a thumbs up. Leave any comments you have down in the comment section below. And if you think you'd like to see more of my sort of content and possibly sometimes my face show up in your inbox, just hit the subscribe button. Remember to ding the bell so that you never miss a video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, super friends. Have an awesome day.